Well, today is day one. For the next 4 to 5 months, I'm going to be filming the construction of a home. Starting today, this empty lot behind me will turn into a house. The excavator's on his way. He should be here in like 5 minutes. And he'll start moving dirt and digging the hole. And you'll be amazed how quickly this patch of dirt turns into a house. This will not be a how-to. This will just be how it's made kind of thing for a house. I build in Boise, Idaho, which is the fastest growing city in the country. And so I'm going to be showing you over the next few months how we build houses in the fastest growing city in the country. Just a disclaimer, I do not own my own building company. I work for a company called Alturas Homes, and I'm a superintendent with them. So for the past like 18 months, I've been managing the construction of houses in the Boise area. So I have some pretty good experience and some good knowledge, and I hope that I can share that with you. Let me just show you a quick few things about what's going to happen on this house. Oh, here he is right here. There he goes, how perfect. Excavator going through. So he's going to start digging. He's going to dig our hole so that's ready for the concrete guys. So he's just getting started here, but it will take him a couple hours, probably usually 2 or 3 hours, and they'll be totally done. On these smaller lots, they have to haul off a lot of the dirt because there just ends up being too much. And so usually they have to bring in a big truck and they fill up the truck and drive it off somewhere else to dump it. So luckily we have another empty lot just right across the street from this. So whenever he gets to where he has too much here, he's just gonna load it up and drop it off across the street on another lot so that he can haul it off later. So I've been gone for about 2 hours, and here's the progress they've made. We got this guy cutting the hole for the foundation in. And they have a big bulldozer over here that's hauling all the dirt across the street to another lot because there isn't any room here. So if you're ever wondering why they have to haul off all the dirt, it's just because sometimes there isn't room for it. And often there's way more than you need anyway, so they just have to get rid of it. So what they're doing is they're just making a perfectly flat surface for the foundation to be able to sit on. And if you're wondering how deep they, how do they decide how deep to go? Well, we usually have a standard where they measure about 18 inches off of the sidewalk. So whatever the height of the sidewalk is, they have a tool that measures the depth of any other point, on the lot. So what we shoot for is to have the top of the foundation wall, so the top of all the concrete, to be at about 18 inches higher than the sidewalk. And that doesn't always happen. It's usually between 18 and, I don't know, it can go up to whatever it needs to be, I guess. And the reason for that is that if you make the concrete too high, if you make the foundation too tall, then it means that your driveway is going to be super steep. And nobody wants that, especially in the wintertime when there's ice and snow and stuff. And then the other reason is that you don't want your house too low though, or else the water won't drain away from your house. So if you think it's random how high the houses are put into the ground, you are wrong. It is it's a calculation that is very important because it controls water and it controls the steepness or the pitch of your driveway. Well, I gave them a little bit more time and they're done. The excavators have finished. It took them about 3 hours and they turned what was just a chunk of dirt into a hole, a perfectly flat hole, which is sweet. So one of the problems we're having in the Boise area is that because there's so much construction going on, it takes a little longer to get permits back. So we submit a permit, and then the city just had, just however long it takes for them to approve our plans and everything, is as soon as we can start on the progress of the house. So this hole might sit with nothing happening for a couple more days, which we don't normally like doing, but when contractors are so busy, we just have to take them when we can get them. So our excavator had some time, and so he said, even though we don't have the permits, come dig the hole. And even though it might sit open for a few days, that's better than our concrete guy being ready and us having the permit and our excavator not having time to come do it, if that makes sense. So anyway, so we just don't know. We don't know when we're gonna get the permits, but hopefully before Thursday, so that I can release another video on Thursday of the foundation going in. But we'll see. We are at the mercy of the city approving our permits. But every Tuesday and Thursday I'm going to be releasing a new video for the progress of this house. Will not be every day, just every Tuesday and Thursday. Because some days, let's be honest, not that much progress happens, so it'll get a little boring. So stay tuned. Every Tuesday and Thursday, check back in and see how we build a house in the fastest growing city in America. I'm Jake Wilkins with Alturas Homes in Boise, Idaho, and make sure you check in next time for progress on this house.